By popular request, we have the Schoolgirl Marine back up in the blue colorway for those of you that were requesting. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can grab your Metal Field Center today. Now let's pass on over to Market Watch, shall we? Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So, Netria Horn Needle, yeah, this thing has been up for a little while. I think, honestly, some of these Netria buyouts. Your opponent special a monster, you contribute one face of Netria you control except this card. Destroy that special monster. Technically doesn't negate the summon of the monster, which would have been nice. But, whoo-wee, man, look at these. $20, $20, $17 for light play. People are paying this for this thing. The super rare copy down here is $6-7. Good news is the Hidden Arsenal common, like $3.50. It's not horrible. Or you can get a common for 35 cents. And people, the vintage values for the Netria hype. I don't know. I don't really have much to say on this particular one because there are much better versions of this floating around. Now, Netria Bamboo Shoot. You know, I don't know, man. Like, a first ed sold for $70 for this. Now, I understand that this basically jams your opponent from not being able to do spells and traps. Problem is, it's still on a 2,000 body. Fenrir comes down and tears through this thing, and that's kind of where my generalized issue with this lies. Is it's an amazing strategy if you can get it off. But you're $85 for a first edition copy of this. It's actually wild to me out here what people are doing for this. So, once again, crazy Netria players. And then Sunflower, now this is the one that is really good. This is the one that lets you tribute this in another Netria to negate a monster effect, which this is by far probably the best one so far. $16, $13. 17, $18 for the most part, and then they continue to, elevate over time. That's just how this works. All right. But once again, the Netria stuff, it really hasn't taken off that crazily. I've seen a couple of top 16s out of regionals for the Netria stuff, which does put it on the map as a rogue viable deck. Also the deck does have a couple of brick moments, but that's kind of your trade-off with a lot of this stuff. Like, you have to do the Yashizu package, the Bysteel package, in order to get, like, these maximized results, at least for what I would consider, like, the most optimized build. But Mole Cricket and the, the Camellia Flower can only do so much to make the deck consistent. I guess the rest of the Netria cards, $150 now for Beast. Yeah, I guess I didn't expect to see this coming. Yikes, $150 on the bare minimum. Wow, $220 was the last near mint sold. I have no words. Like, the Bargion also got cratered off the face of the planet here. 110. Holy moly, man. There's the Rose Whips. We know about those. Yeah, Land Noise is also getting bought out. There's only 10 listings of these left for the dual terminal. Wow. I'm starstruck by the fact that this is like $200+ now. Like, Thunder Dragon Dark. So this is kind of interesting. So we saw the other day the Dragon Roar went up. Ever since we've kind of started to see, like, the hybrid builds and stuff show up with, the Bysteel Dragon Link Thunder. I mean, the Thunder package is kind of like a little sub package you build into it to kind of generate, your advantage tree so you can do your thing. These Thunder cards have been maintaining a decent value. I mean, it's 25 listings and 29 listings for these, which I think is personally not too crazily low, but if more and more people become interested in this, you're going to see these quantities disappear. And of course, when that happens, you know how the market goes. The moon! All right, Herald of Orange Light. I was kind of curious to check in on these because when your curve goes to the moon, $185, $186, $175 for these were your last, like, chunks. Yeah, 150, 155. You got in between verifieds here, but still looks like 150 is not going to be too bad per se here, but I don't know, man. Like, all copies of this are going pretty crazy, and it's because of Ishizu tier right now, to be honest with you. All right, as we move on along here, Grand Creator. Been a little while since we've kind of taken a sneak peek in here. Your collector's rare Rite of Armisi is $99, $88 for an airman, and then $100. So get a mod play here for $80, $95, $95. You're still floating about the $100 mark per se for this, which once again isn't awful for this. The good news was the Water Enchantress blew out after the reprint for the Ulti, which then again you got to make the argument, do I want this version as the... Is the Ulti higher rarity? Is the Collector's Rare higher rarity? Torrentials floating at $40. McIsles are down to 50s. How the mighty have fallen. Foxy Tunes continue to drop. I can't wait for this to rotate back into the format and we see something stupid with this take off and you just see those prices invert so fast. Exo Sister packs down. Are these really down to like $36? 32, 34, yeah. If you held your Exosister core, you lost a lot of value. And then you're looking at Sophia's at $29. Wow. Just the immediate drop off. $29 still for Rite of Armisi is. The Dragons are down to $20. Yeah, punk stuff's time is come and gone. It's actually quite interesting. The Yu-Gi-Oh market is definitely one of those rides that if you hold too long, you'll get punished. Other times you can get rewarded for it. Spellbound. This is interesting. I like checking on this card every blue moon to see what it's doing. We're down to $9 right now. You know, for the card that was projected to be the next Dimensional Barrier, Robbie, this card is insane, people told me. I was like, yeah, Dimensional Barrier does it better, you know, creating that lingering condition for a whole turn versus a card that only currently affects face-up cards on the field. But you know what? The community told me I was wrong. And it looks like they were wrong as the card continues to spiral down in price. I think eventually this card could have a format. If we need Dimensional Barrier and it in the same format, sure. But it is continuing to spin down. Afterburners. This is always hilarious to check in. $14. $6 to $7. And you're still looking at $7 on the 2019 Afterburners. Yeah, your market still doing its best thing back here. Taking a look at these things going, nah. We don't need them. Supre Duskwalker, the Ultra from the Legendary Duelist. These are still up, by the way. These haven't recovered. These are still $5, $6 for the most part for these. Just the ability to get an additional tuner on the field. The commons are 20 cents. So I guess you got to love your rarity bumps. Dark Armed Dragon, the Armed Dragon of Annihilation. $9. $9. Both of these are still synchronized right now. No major changes for these. Nemesis Flag. Super rare. You know, these are still holding $2 to $3 for the most part, which is actually kind of impressive. Yeah, on up to the $3 mark. For a super rare, for interactions, it's pretty good. Toon Kingdom. $64 for the Maven's Secret Pharaohs rare. The ultis are only going to cost you $33. Like, I really do like this version a lot easier. $13 for this. $7. Yeah, all Toon Kingdoms all looking pretty cheap in comparison to what they once were. Actually kind of interesting. Evermaxes. Holy crap, these are still money? $25, $27. What? Yeah, Evermaxes are still doing their thing. Up and away. The Ultras are still $16. Okay. Nimble Anglers. This is my favorite $12 common ever. If you're a Sprite player and you're like, oh, I don't want to spend $12 for a common, good luck. I think this should have been the reprint instead of the Nimble Beaver, if you want my honest opinion, because a common from Abyss Rising, of all places, shouldn't be this insane in terms of price. But it's just how it is right now. And then Collector's Rare Chaos Ember Dragons are like $72. The Pendulum Armageddon. My gosh. Still $90, $75, and $76 here. $73, $75. God, so expensive for this, but you know, it's a former prize card that has usability. You really do love to see it. So That's all I got for today's market, guys. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.